Hey babe, I've been thinking about ordering some food. What do you want to eat?
You decide, babe. You can do it.
I've been craving Chinese food all week. What do you think?
I don't really want Chinese food.
Oh, what about that new restaurant, the Italian one?
Jim's been there. He said it wasn't good.
Oh, too bad. What about the Mexican restaurant downtown? I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it.
You know I don't like Mexican food.
So what do you want to eat?
You decide, babe. So, have been, has been, had been, past tense. Which one do we use? Let's find out. Hey guys, I'm Reggie from North Carolina. I'm TESOL certified and I've been teaching you guys English now for more than 6 years. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, hit that like button, and hit the bell. That way you can see these classes every week. But what about you guys? What have you been doing all day? Let me know in the comment section below, and at the end of the class, I will show you what I've been doing. Let's build together. Honestly guys, if you're planning on learning how to use has been, have been, or even had been, first you really need to understand when to use the simple past tense. So that's where we're going to start, the simple past. Let's take a look at this sentence. I went to the store. The past tense of go is went. I went to the store. Okay, now you see there that I'm at the store. I don't know any more information besides that. The story's over. Who knows what happened to me at the store? But that's simple past. Let's look at another example. I stayed home last night. The past tense of stay is stayed. Stayed can mean two things, meaning I don't move, or I was in the same place all day. Stayed. Now, let's see if you understand this sentence now. I stayed home yesterday. That means one time I was home all day. I hope you got it. So those are simple past. Simple past, just for a little recap, it means that you did something one time or you don't want to give any more information about what you did that time. Now that you understand the simple past, you can understand have been, has been, and the best one, had been. All right, let's take a look. Let's start with has been. Most people have a hard time when they're talking about has been, have been, or had been. If this is your problem, let me know in the comment section below. To be able to use them well, first we need to understand basic grammar for when to use has and when to use have. Like he, she, it has. Basically for one person has. But when you're talking about I, you, we, they, usually more than one person, you use have. They have. He has. All right, so now we can be able to use he has been. They have been. Now this is the present perfect tense again. The present perfect tense is a verb plus have or has plus past participle. Some people even say the third form of the verb. All right, we'll practice that a little bit. Don't get too worried about that or stressed. I got you. Let's do it. Okay, guys, let's have a recap. He, she, it has been. I, you, we, they have been. Okay, guys, now you know the grammar. But when do you use the present perfect tense? Has been, have been. When do you use them? Let's see the definition of the present perfect so you can go out and actually start using them in your conversations. So when do we really use the present perfect tense? Well guys, there are 3 reasons. The first reason is when something happened in the past and it continues up until now. The second reason is when our experience started in the past and it continues until now. But there's also a third reason. When something happened in the past, but it's important right now. We'll see those examples. Let's see 2 examples of something that happened in the past, but it's continuing until the present. Hey babe, I was looking at Instagram and I noticed that Jim and Stacy got married.
They've been married for 2 years.
Really? I didn't know they've been married for that long.
They've been married for 2 years.
Really? I didn't know they've been married for that long. Do you see the sentence here? Excellent. They've been married for nearly 50 years. That means that they got married 50 years ago, and until now they're still married, and hopefully they will still be married maybe 20 years later. Let's check out another one. She has lived in Liverpool all her life. So when she was born, she has lived in Liverpool. Until now, she is living in Liverpool, and maybe later she will keep living in Liverpool. All right, that's when we use has been or have been. Okay, so those are examples of has been and have been when something starts in the past but continues in the present. Let's check out the second one when we're talking about our experience from the past that continues to the present. Let's see 2 sentences about that. I've seen that movie before. I've played the guitar ever since I was a teenager. All right, let's talk a little bit about those. The first one, when I was talking about me seeing the movie before, well, obviously I'm not watching the movie since then until now, right? But I have experience about that movie. I've seen the movie before, and I still remember the movie. It's fresh in my mind, so I've seen the movie before. The second one, when I was talking about me playing the guitar ever since I was a teenager, well, obviously every day I don't play the guitar, right? But I still have the experience. Since I was a teenager until now, and in the future, I will still know how to play the guitar. So, I've played the guitar ever since I was a teenager. Okay, we're gonna see another sentence now, and we're going to combine the 2 things that we just learned. When someone has been doing something from the past until now, and this person has the experience. He has written 3 books, and he's working on another one. Did you see what we learned there? The person has written 3 books in the past, right? He has that experience, but he's also working on another one. So you have to say, he has written 3 books, and he's working on another one. He has been. Are you understanding what you're learning? Make sure you put nice here in the comment section below. That way I'll know, and I'll know you're progressing. Let's see an example of what happened to Reggie when he was drinking juice and his wife caught him.
What are you doing?
Did you see that there? He had been drinking juice when his wife walked in and saw him. All right, do you see that? It happened in the past and finished in the past, and he was doing something in that time frame. So he had been drinking juice when his wife caught him. It makes me laugh because we also say like his wife caught him red-handed. It's an idiom. It means like if your hand's red, you can't deny that you were doing something, right? So he had been drinking juice when his wife walked in and caught him, and she caught him red-handed with the juice in his hand. Let's see another example. I had been working at the company for 5 years when I got my promotion. I was working hard for 5 years, right? So it started in the past 5 years ago, and it continued 5 years later, and it ended when I got my promotion. I had been working for 5 years when I finally got my promotion. Just a little tip, we usually use the words when, for, since, and before when we're talking about the past perfect tense. Like, let's see this example. Wendy had been running for 3 miles before she broke her leg. So what happened here? Well, 3 miles ago, Wendy was running, and then after those 3 miles, she finished running before she broke her leg. Poor Wendy. Well, it happened in the past, and hopefully she'll run again in the future when her leg's healed. Let's check out the last example. Kathy had been singing for 10 years before she was finally asked to do a concert. So what happened with Kathy? Well, Kathy was singing, trying very hard for 10 years. So it started 10 years ago. It finished 10 years before she was finally asked to do a concert. So that's when we would use the past perfect tense. when something starts in the past and finishes in the past, usually when something happens, before something happens, since something happened, or for something to happen. All right, guys. Wow, I think you really learned a lot. Hey, make sure if you want to, just go to Instagram, my social. You can find me at optimal_EnglishYT. Any questions you have, you can send me a message and I can help you. The goal is so that you can become native in English. If you like this class, hit the like button, hit the bell, and share the class to your friends. Let them know that they can learn English too. And let's build together. All right, guys. See you next time.
Pizza.
Not really feeling pizza right now.
Burgers.
No.
Tacos.
You decide, babe.
I quit.